Hello and welcome to the official MOZA racing track guide for the FIA F4 challenge on iRacing. This week's track is Circuit of the Americas in Texas, and the guide's been provided by myself, Sambo iRacing. Let's start the hot lap. So here we are, smashing it down the main straight, looking for our marker into turn one. I've got to be really quick with the pauses because we only have 3 minutes on shorts and it's a long track. First braking marker, the 100 on the right, braking up to about 90%, long trail off, down to second gear, back on the gas at the apex, going to head over to the left-hand side. And as we go up to turn 6, it's just going to be a series of lifts with no braking markers. So you will just get a feel for it. It's a nice flowy section. A lift as we go through 3 and 4 and 5. And then again through 6. Braking marker for turn 7, however, is the start of this tyre barrier on the right-hand side. Light dab on the brakes, only up to about 20%. Back over to the left-hand side. Light dab on the brakes once more as we go up the hill. Little lift as we go through turn 9. And turn 10, we are absolutely flat down the hill. For turn 11, once again, we are looking for the 100 board. Then we are going to trail it off down to second gear, absolutely flat now on exit. We got this long back straights where all sorts of fun stuff's going to happen in the races, but it does give me a chance to mention that on my MOZA FSR 2-wheel, you can see on the dashboard the brake bias I'm using for this test session is 55.5%. Braking marker for turn 12 is once again going to be the 100 board on the right hand side, braking up to about 95%, dropping it down to second gear, back over to the left hand side. As we get to there, we're going to do a little dab on the brakes, only up to about 30%, longish trail off, keeping it in third gear, back on the gas. Now we're going to do our next braking as we get into this little dip up ahead, again up to about 30%, but it's going to be a long trail off down to second gear. Going to head back over to the left hand side where we're just going to do a lift through turn 17. There it is. Turn 18 we can do absolutely flat in fourth gear. We only have 2 corners left, and our first braking marker is going to be this triangle upcoming on the railings. Brake up to about 80%, down to fourth gear, back on the gas. And our final marker is going to be this entrance road on the right hand side. We brake up to about 75%, again down to third gear, back on the gas. We pin our rears back for the line and over and across we go in a 208.2. Join us again this week on iRacing for the F4 challenge presented by MOZA. Hello and welcome to the official MOZA racing track guide for the F4 Esports Regional Tour presented by MOZA. This week's track is Red Bull Ring and the guide's being provided by myself, Sambo iRacing. Let's start the hot lap. Right, so here we are smashing it down the main straight, looking from braking marker into turn 1. It's going to be midway between the 100 board and the 50 board coming up, and we're going to brake up to about 70%, trail it off down to fourth gear, back on the gas, a little bit slippy on exit, just watch that when you're doing it. Now we're going all the way up the hill, and whilst we have a little moment, if you look at the wheel cam, you can see the brake bias 54.5% I'm running here, and it will always show there. For turn 3, we are going to look at, again, midway between the 100 and the 50 board, this time braking a little harder, and almost up to about 95%, back on the gas at the apex, exit nice and wide, use that sausage curve to straighten yourself out if you need, as we head down the hill into turn 4. We're going to brake a little bit earlier than in the last 2, so our braking marker this time is actually going to be the 100 board on the left-hand side, braking up to about 80%, hold it a little bit longer, down to second gear, clipping that corner on entry, back over to the right-hand side. Now, it's really easy to get an off-track here, and you'll wonder where you've got it from. Well, if you go any further over to the right than I am, you're going to pick up that off-track. Our braking marker is going to be this 50 board. We go up to about 40%, longish trail off, keep it in fourth gear, back on the gas. We want to exit nice and wide. Our next marker is going to be the end of this green asphalt where this entrance road is. And we're going to go on the brakes, sending up to about 15%, really long trail off, back on the gas in fourth gear, exit nice and wide. And you're going to try and keep yourself pointing at the corner entry for the next corner here, which is coming up on the left, and it's going to be this 50 board. So once we go through there, braking up to about 35%, keep it in fifth gear, exit nice and wide, no further over to the left than I am now, you will get an off track. And our final braking marker is exactly where I am now, midway along this Austrian flag that's painted on the asphalt. Brake up to about 55%, down to fourth gear, clipping the corner, exit nice and wide, and over and across the line we go in a 131.7. Join us again this week on iRacing for the F4 Esports Regional Tour presented by MOZA.